What we're going to do now is identify your mystique. Now, the reason we need to know your mystique is because your mystique is pretty much what makes you unique and different. This is the thing. In marketing, they say, oh, you've got to have this unique selling proposition. You've got to find this special angle. You've got to, tweak this thing. The fact is, everyone in this room is unique. You just got to tell people that. There's no two people in this room that are the same. That's the beauty of it. So you're one of a kind if you learn how to express your life story correctly. If all you're trying to do is copy everybody else, it's a very crowded market for people. But if you want to be yourself, be authentic in the process, then there is no market that will ever be crowded for you. There are thousands of companies around the world that teach business skills like you're learning here in this program. But there's only one of me and Cham that do it this way. There's only one of us. So even though the product may be similar to other things, because me and Cham do our best to be ourselves, then you can only get this in one place, which is from us. So even though your marketplace may seem to be crowded on the outside, the more authentic you are, the less crowded things become. So the saying is, be yourself because everyone else is taken. But in order for you to be yourself, we've got to start to unpack what it is about yourself that's unique. So on these pages here, we want to identify bits of your life story that become relevant. So on page 34 and 35, there's a series of questions. Questions like, what are 5 major turning points in your life? So your life was going down one path and it turned. So what are some of those? What are 5 powerful lessons you've learned in life? What are 5 things that you've researched or studied before? What are 5 things that you've done that makes you different and unique? What are 5 places you've traveled to? What are 5 things that make you an expert? What are 5 results you're most proud of? What are 5 bad experiences you've had to dealt with? That's not very good. You have dealt with. My reading's no good. That's better. My dyslexia is telling me that I can't spell, but I know I can't read. Let's continue. I'll keep that conversation in my head. Okay, what are 5 bad experiences you've dealt with in life? What are 5 heartwarming experiences, miracles or synchronicities you've had in life? And what are 5 funniest, craziest moments you've had with your friends or relatives? So what this allows us to do is start to find the angle that we're looking for. Because later on when we get into marketing, all this stuff matters. It all matters. Because this is what brings your marketing to life. So what's the difference between your piece of marketing and your piece of marketing? Because you're both coaches, you both do life coaching, you both have the same product. Well, when I read your marketing, it's got all your life stories in it. When I read your marketing, it's got all your life stories in it. So the marketing is now completely different. And this is really what brings things to life. Being able to identify elements of our history that we can massage into our marketing content to bring it to life and make it unique. Now, obviously, later on in life, you'll have way more than 5 answers to each of these. You'll have hundreds of them, and you'll be able to just pick and choose. So you're like, all right, I've got to go and market this retreat in Bali. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab one funny experience. I'm going to grab one turning point. I'm going to grab one bad experience. I'm going to sprinkle that through my marketing. And now, even though the format is identical to the last email I sent you, now it's different. Now it's got some other thing in it. So as you unpack more about this, you'll realize it creates solid gold content. But all these mystique points also add to bring life and color to interviews. Because if you're being interviewed about something, it can't just all be content all the time. People get bored of that. They need storytelling mixed throughout it. So the more you have these available, the easier it becomes. And for those who've been to present like a pro, you'd also potentially have a list as well similar to this that we use for your presentations that you can add to on top of it. So what we're going to do now is take a little bit of time. What I'm looking for is just one answer for each one. So you sort of get through as many as you can, then go back and add more to it after that.